started fighting back. Yeah. She's great on the camera, but we both are.
Oh, yeah?
Is a contest you watch on TV, and I won't back down because I can't be bought.
The facts speak for themselves. We're not all in this together. We are paying for the folly of reckless bankers while the rich profit.
That's right.
What caused the crash? The bank.
The banks caused the crash.
And now we're supposed to pay.
No.
The government is forced to claim they're necessary, as they know that people would never, never accept them otherwise. By repeating the same lies over and over again, they hope to brainwash people into what? Inaction. We say, hit the streets. Can anybody say it? Hit the streets. And we'll do it over and over again till we shame them into paying.
$4 million, please. We have a check for $4 million.
You're going to be able to attend to us all by yourself?
Okay, time to pay up. Pay up. We're ready. $4 billion. Pay up. $4 billion. $4 billion. I paid my taxes. Yank the taxes from the banks! 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 Move on!
Yay! Go for it! Cuts are what we hate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pay your taxes like the poor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Budget cuts are what we hate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pay your taxes like the poor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Budget cuts are what we hate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taxes like the poor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Budget cuts are
How much did you pay in taxes so Wells Fargo
I
could...
just wrote a check for over $2,000, which is more than Wells Fargo and Bank of America together and Goldman Sachs have paid. I don't think we can get mad enough at these banksters. The 6 that are left crashed our economy. They got bailed out, not just $700 billion, there's trillions in the bailout for them that we paid. And then they're foreclosing homes right and left. Somebody told me 13% of American homes are empty now or in foreclosure. And then they dodge taxes. And they run the government. It was at Durbin who said the banks run the place in Washington, so they're not getting regulated, so they're continuing their gambling. Now they're gambling on the back of student loans. That's the new bubble. And that's going to crash on us like there's going to be another crash. Nobody says there's not going to be another crash.
When Q2 earnings come out, it's going to crash. There's no way to avoid it. The one thing that I think needs to be brought up today is that we're against Wells Fargo. Their CEO, who's from Minneapolis, incidentally, he got double his income in 2009 after declaring Wachovia a $19 billion write-off, and they took $4.5 billion in tax credits that they got back, written on a check on the back of the American taxpayer, right? And yet he's getting 100% increase in his earnings. And what did they buy? They bought a bank that was laundering money that was bigger than our national deficit, Wachovia.
Yes, they need tax cuts to stimulate jobs. We've been doing that for years. The rich trickle-down theory hasn't worked. The corporations are sitting on $2 trillion of cash they won't invest. Businesses don't need a tax cut or capital, they need customers. The way to get customers is to put more money into working people and poor people's pockets that are going to spend it. So what they're doing, this Tea Party group, is cutting taxes for the rich and immiserating the poor, the working class, and destroying the middle class to boot. That's going to destroy any chance of recovery in this country, and they're doing it deliberately.
We could have invested in green energy, real alternative energy, in research and development, and in our young people for innovation. But that didn't happen. It was all like it was like the dead end. We've hit a dead end. We've hit the wall, expanding an empire that cannot be sustained. And they expect the middle class, who's sacrificing their lives and their money to pay, which makes no sense.